Hello again, and welcome back to Granny Dorothy Visits. I'm so glad you're here with me today. I have a couple of readings for you that I'm hoping will help you if you're feeling discouraged or down. My topic for today is how to get back up when life gets heavy. And the first reading is from Wayne Dyer's Everyday Wisdom. It's just a short little reading, and you may recognize I have used it before. I don't usually like to duplicate, but it was too perfect for the next reading I'm going to do that I just had to do it again. So it is. The choice is up to you. It can either be good morning, God, or good God morning. And the next one is from Richard Carlson's book, a newer one that I found recently called Easier Than You Think. As I was reflecting on the small changes each of us can make in our lives, the one that stood out, that was the most basic of all, it's the decision we make every single day when we wake up about how to approach the day. Are we going to feel sorry for ourselves, or are we going to take responsibility for our own happiness? Are we going to look for what's wrong and find it, or are we going to look for what's right and find it? Will we see the problems or the opportunities? Will we be part of the problem or part of the solution? Will we be judgmental about life or accepting? All these questions and so many more like them can be bundled up into one package called attitude. And attitude can be summed up in one word: choice. Choosing to change our attitude may seem like a small change, but it can't happen unless we recognize that it's all up to us. Do we realize that we have the choice to make our day joyful, adventuresome, exciting, and full of magic? Or do we demand that life be a certain way, and if it doesn't meet our expectations, we whine and complain? My dear friend John Welshons, author of one of the most profound books I've ever read, Awakening from Grief, told me the following story, shared with him originally by an old friend who didn't know who the original author was. Do pay close attention to the conscious choices the author makes in this story, and think about how easily he or she could have made other choices. I woke up early today excited about all I get to do before the clock strikes midnight. I have responsibilities to fulfill today. My job is to choose what kind of day I'm going to have. I can complain because the weather is rainy, or I can be thankful that the grass is getting watered for free. Today I can feel sad that I don't have any more money, or be glad that my finances encourage me to plan my purchases wisely and to guide me away from waste. Today I can grumble about my health, or I can rejoice that I am alive. Today I can lament over all my parents didn't give me when I was a child, or I can be grateful that they allowed me to be born. Today I can cry because roses have thorns, or I can celebrate that thorns have roses. Today I can whine because I have a job, or I can shout for joy because I have a job to do. Today I can complain because I have to go to school, or I can eagerly open my mind and fill it with new tidbits of knowledge. Today I can murmur dejectedly because I have to do housework. Or I can feel honored because the Lord has provided shelter for my mind and body and soul. Today stretches ahead of me, waiting to be shaped, and here I am, the sculptor, who gets to do the shaping. What today will be like is up to me. I get to choose what kind of day I will have. So have a great day, unless you have other plans. That was the end of the reading of the friend. So when you get right down to it, we either believe we are the choice maker or we don't. When you see the rampant unhappiness and victimization in our culture, it's clear that most people don't see that we do have this choice. At the same time, when you take a step back and think about it, it's pretty obvious. If we aren't the choice maker, who is? If we don't decide what kind of day we're going to have, who does? That's why this subtle shift in thinking is one of the more significant changes we will ever make. For me, consciously choosing a better attitude has made a world of difference, and I know it can for you as well. Think about the implications. You can choose to complain about your teenagers, or you can thank God that you have a teenager to love. Kids can be difficult, but you wouldn't trade yours for the world. Why choose the path of complaint over the path of gratitude? Even with mundane things, the same principle applies. When I remind myself that I'm the choice maker, it puts everything into perspective, and I can complain that I'm spending too much time driving kids around in my car, or I can marvel at how lucky I am to be amongst the privileged people on this earth who own a car. You can make an articulate argument for either side, being grateful or being overextended. One will lead you toward satisfaction, and the other toward guaranteed and sustained grief. And the beautiful part is that you get to make the choice. Isn't that good? It's so true. Like so many of these readings that I find for you, it's most of them is like we just have to stop and think and stop and pay attention and realize and count our blessings too. So I think the thing to remember for today is I am the choice maker. Tell yourself that. I am the choice maker. You are controlling things in your life. You might not realize it, but think about it. You really are. And I thought that Richard Carlson said it really well in his book, don't you think? So if you like this video and it helped you at all, I'd sure appreciate it if you'd give me a like and a subscribe, and maybe share it with someone that you know that might need a little bit of uplifting and some thinking for themselves to change their life so that it's going to make their life for the better, because isn't that what we want? We want to share love, spread love and kindness, and make this world a better place. That's what I want for you. And I share you my love. I send it to you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Thanks.